I know you've been wondering what is the best camera for your teen or tween, and today I'm going to answer that question, and the answer might surprise you a little bit. I've done a ton of these review videos, and I love to be really honest and upfront about what the benefits and the drawbacks of each one of these. I took every single one of these cameras out for several days actually to take pictures on each one to show you which photo looked the best, which held up in the best conditions, and I wanted to come back and tell you what one I liked. And I have purchased each one of these one myself, so the review is completely honest. No one is telling me what to say or how to say it, or I'm really being honest about each one of these, which is not always the case with some of these reviews. So if you like this kind of review, or if you appreciate the honesty, please feel free to subscribe, follow along, use the links below. I would love if you help supported this channel. Okay, so let's talk about each one of these cameras are. We have the Polaroid Go. We have the Instax Mini LiPlay Plus, which is a hybrid camera. We have this is the CampSnap Pro, which is a fully digital, but it's a screen-free camera. And then we have the SnapPic A1, which is a film camera. We'll talk a little bit more about each one. And if you have any questions or you want to give your thoughts, please feel free to comment below. Okay, so we are going to give you a snapshot of each one of these cameras, and that pun is intended, and I know it's goofy, sorry. Okay, so we have the Polaroid Go. This is a fully film camera, which means that has no screen. You cannot see the photo before you take it, and when you take it, you're done. It shoots Polaroid Go film, which is a smaller type of Polaroid film, a little bit cheaper than the regular Polaroid camera, super portable, super cute. I mean, I think this is probably the cutest one out of all of them. And Polaroid is just a classic brand. They do really cool stuff. I like Polaroids. Okay, then we have the Instax Mini LiPlay. This is a Plus, Instax LiPlay Plus. They have an Instax LiPlay, which is also a good camera, but I like the Plus a little bit better. This is a hybrid camera, which means it has a screen, so you can preview the photos that you have taken on the back, and you don't have to print them. So if you take a photo that is horrible, you're not wasting film like you would be on this camera. Now, some would say that that is kind of one of the benefits of this, but when you're spending, possibly up to $1 per shot, you want to be able to choose. Plus, you could print this photo over and over and over again if you have a photo that you really like. So that is that. Then we have the CampSnap. Now, this CampSnap has no screen at all. It is a digital camera, but it has no screen. So you don't know what you're taking until you get to the computer or the phone. These can be transferred from your camera to your phone using a cord. As long as you have a USB-C connector, it will automatically transfer over. And actually, you can choose the photos. It doesn't automatically transfer, but you don't know what you're taking. It does have some little filters. So this is meant to be like a distraction-free camera. It's good for summer camp because a lot of summer camps don't let you bring digital cameras with a screen. So this is a really easy way. I used to send my kids with disposable cameras and end up with like no usable shots. This one, at least, if you had no usable shots, at least you're not wasting any money. It has a little card in here, and you can download the pictures later. Okay, so this is the last one. This is a film camera. This is the SnapPic A1 developed by Kodak. And this uses film just like the old days. And this is a really cool camera. It's a new film camera. They don't make a ton of new film cameras. It's got some really cool features on it, and I go into a longer review of this camera, and I'll put that in the links below. I actually go into a review of a few more of these cameras, so I will put that below, but it has a ton of features. But it's a time, it's more expensive, and it's a time choice. So, you have to wait till the film gets developed, and then you find out what you have. There's only 36 photos on a roll, but something about actual real film is just undeniable. I love this camera. Okay, so just to recap, we've got the Polaroid Go, we've got the Instax LiPlay Plus, we've got the CampSnap Pro, and then we have the SnapPic A1. Okay, so let's completely compare them. So these are all really easy to use cameras. If you are not going to have a ton of instruction on how to use it. This one is going to take more than any of the rest of them, but it is still a point and shoot camera. So all of these are just point it, shoot it, doesn't take a lot of input. The kids can walk away. It's young enough for no one's going to get frustrated. But if you are trying to be creative and you're trying to come up with new ways, if they're interested in photography or art, these do have some more options. But this one is probably, these two are probably the easiest ones. This one's simple. You take the photo, it has a flash or not, and if you hold down the flash button, you can take a double exposure. So that means 2 photographs layered on top of each other. So you can be a little bit more creative with this camera than just a typical one. It's rechargeable, the film goes in the bottom, and then the pictures just pop right out. Super fun. The film on Polaroid is not super accurate. You are not going to get the most picture perfect photos you've ever seen, but that is the charm of Polaroid, is the fact that it is not perfect. And that's why they've been around for so long, because you don't know what you're going to get. You're either going to get a beautiful, amazing photo, or you're going to get a horrible photo. And sometimes you get something in between, but it's usually one of those two sides. But love this little camera. Like I said, super portable. Okay, so next you have the Instax LiPlay Plus. This one is going to have a little bit more going on, although if you just want to take a photo, it's super easy. You just hit this button on the front, you've taken a little photo, right? Now it's digital, so you can re-see the photos that you've already taken. Super easy. It's got this nice little scroll wheel, super easy, and you can go back and print photos that you have taken previously, which is also super nice. There's a little bit more to learn. It has some more features than that. It has some frames you can put on your photographs. It has some filters, some overlays, some interesting stuff. My favorite thing, and one of the things I think teens and tweens will really like, is it actually has a little selfie camera on the back. So typically you take a photo like this, right? But using this camera, take a photo on the back like this. Flip it around. Take a selfie like that. Awesome. Super easy. And you can see and you can compose those photos a little bit better by being able to see your photo. So if you're worried about, not getting everyone in or whatever, it's a super easy way to fix that. Now, the CampSnap is going to use the easiest camera to operate ever. You literally just turn this on, and it has 4 different filters. You've got your standard, you've got a vintage 1, vintage 2, and black and white. And you just turn this little knob depending on what you want to do. It tells you how many photos you have on the back. It also tells you how charged it is. It even makes a little sound when you take the photo. And it uses a flash automatically. You can't, you can turn the flash on and off right here. This is how you turn the flash on and off. Super easy to use. Not that much to it. Then you can download, you can just live in the moment, not worry about anything. It's a super good way for kids to be involved in what is going on around them and not worry about sharing or looking at the photos right away. And as I mentioned before, it has this little plug in the bottom. You can charge it this way, or you can directly connect it to your phone and you can download the photos from there. As I mentioned, I took all these cameras out and around and took the same photos on each one. It took me a little while because I had to take this one to be developed, and then we compared all of them so you can see what they look like in different lighting situations. Film is going to be the most forgiving. And it's going to be the one that has the best photos personally. I think the SnapPic A1 has, because you're getting to choose your film. There's more responsibility with this camera. You have to learn how to load the film correctly. You need to understand that you only get 24 to 36 photos per roll. You cannot see your photos until the roll is developed, so there's no instant gratification on this at all. You have to take the film out, make sure it's rewound properly so you don't expose it, and then you send it off to be developed. That takes time and costs money. It is not difficult. This is not a difficult camera, but it takes a little more involvement. So if you're willing to put in that effort, this has the best photos out of any of these cameras. If you use the right film, I tend to like Kodak Gold 200 if we're going to be out in the sun, 400 if it's going to be indoor, outdoor. This has a flash. You can take double exposures, and really that's about all you can do with it. But the pictures are really cool, and you can get some really beautiful photographs out of it. Now, image quality over all of these, like I said, this is going to be the best. You are it has a little button, you can get up close or far away, but if you want to zoom in or out, you need to move your feet. Actually, with all of these cameras, if you want to zoom in or zoom out, you have to move your feet. And that is a good way to take pictures because it keeps kids involved. Like I said, the Polaroid is unpredictable with its color, but you can get some really cool shots out of it, but you can also get some really bad ones. The Instax LiPlay, you can get good shots, beautiful shots. Instax is great for very accurate, very similar coloring. So that the way that their film works is if you print it one way, you print it on another roll of film, another pack of film, then you're going to get similar colors. This uses Instax film this uses Polaroid film. This uses Instax film. So these are additional purchases you have to make, and they cost money every time you hit that print button, right? This one's all digital, so you don't have to look at, you don't have to worry about, this is like the lowest, once you buy this, that's it, no more cost. So they're all, this one's the most expensive. It's over $200, but it is a really nice camera. This, the quality of this is beautiful. This will depend, you need to use this in good light or use the flash. If you're outdoors, you don't need the flash as long as it's a sunny day. Anything else, you really should use the flash. Otherwise, it could be underexposed. But as far as which one is the best, if you have a child who is interested in being artistic or is artistic and is interested in being a photographer, interested in film at all, this is an amazing option. I love, love, love this camera. It's super fun to use. But if you have a kid that just wants to take pictures and they're going to take them wildly, I would suggest the CampSnap Pro, because this is just take and go and no extra cost involved. If you have a child or a teen who is interested in being creative but isn't wanting the full commitment of a full film camera, then this Instax Mini LiPlay is a great option. I love this camera. Actually, if I had to choose over all of them, this would be the one I choose, just because it has creative stuff, but also it's really easy to use, and it is more expensive than the other ones, but it is really worth it. The screen is really bright. It's just a really nice camera. And then I love this little Polaroid camera, but probably if you have someone, if you have a child who wants to take a lot of photos, this gets expensive quick. So I do love the camera, but it's probably not the most cost-effective option. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I have done my best ability. You can see the example photos that I've been rolling, so you make a decision based on what you think looks the best, and you've gotten my opinion. If you have any questions, let me know, and I would love if you follow along and subscribe for more reviews like this.